Hey everyone, I was watching Bubzbeauty's channel and she did a 50 facts about herself, so I decided I was going to do my own. Yeah, so let's get started on that. I have all my facts on my phone because I don't remember anything. Okay, so the first one, my favorite color is blue. I actually own a lot of blue colored things. My camera's blue, the stand that's on is blue, most of my silverware is blue in the kitchen, most of my clothes and even my bed sheets are some type of blue. So yeah. Lasagna is my favorite food. I really do like lasagna. I hate wearing wet clothes. That includes bathing suits, so like if I go swimming or something and I'm out of the water for a long time, wearing the bathing suit, it just it feels so gross. Like I have to get it off of me. I don't like it at all. My favorite vegetable is broccoli. I've always liked vegetables: broccoli, spinach, peas, corn. I don't like carrots, but I don't eat them as often. But if I do have broccoli, I have to have it steamed with seasoning on it and maybe cheese. I like broccoli and cheese. So yeah. I hate to admit it, but I actually do pronounce Bubzbeauty wrong. I actually say Bubzbeauty. I don't know why. It sounded, that's what I thought it was, and that's what I decided to say it, and then it's like, no, it's not it. So I'm like, oh. I'm a huge Harry Potter and Lemony Snicket fan. I got the Harry Potter book back in elementary school. My dad gave it to me, and ever since then I've been obsessed with the series. I've only been to one of the release parties. I think it was for the 7th book, but I was actually there to get a Lemony Snicket book, ironically, and but I did win some like free Harry Potter glasses because I won a quiz or something like that, so it was really fun. And my favorite actor from Harry Potter is Rupert Grint. Ron Weasley is my favorite character from the series, and Rupert Grint is amazingly hot as well. I like playing video games, actually. I have behind me, I have a 3DS XL in blue, as you can see. And my favorite video games are racing games. But as far as like handheld games, I actually prefer Pokemon. Those are my favorites. I do rage quit a lot if I can't win a racing game or any game. If I can't get past a certain point, I'll get upset and I won't play the game for like 3 days. So yeah, here's something I do when I can't sleep. If I can't sleep on, like, say, the top part of the bed, I'll move down to the bottom part and sleep there for a little bit. Then I'll wake up and go back to the top, and then I'll be completely fine after that. I don't know, that's really weird. I like blueberry flavored anything. I'm not sure when exactly that started. I think it mostly started because I had like blueberry muffins, and then I'll get blueberry donuts, and then got blueberry snowball, and anything blueberry flavored. Ironically, I kind of like blueberries. I don't know why that is, but I'll still eat it, especially like blueberry pie or blueberry bagels are awesome. Mostly blueberry donuts though, I like the best. And I love dogs. Don't really like cats too much. I'm actually allergic to cats. I love dogs more than anything. Like, I always love dogs. My favorite animal is a tiger. To me, they're really, I don't know, but to me they're like really seductive, I guess. Like, their eyes and their face is just really seducing, and then they kill at the same time. It's really awesome. I like that. I like listening to classical music when doing my homework. I listen to all types of music, actually, all genres, but when it comes to like studying or doing homework, I prefer to listen to classical music or house music or chill, relaxed music, actually, during those times. It's mostly background noise, but it helps me study. I have to clean my room like pretty often. I hate when it gets dirty because it feels like I can't think in my room. Like, I cannot concentrate, I can't do anything, so I have to clean my room often. And when I clean it, everything is in a specific area. I don't like when things are moved from that area. Like, I have to put it back, or when my friends move it, I have to put it back. I love baking, but I'm terrible at it. When I cook and fry things, I'm always there because you have to watch it, but when baking I forget that it's in there, and so everything dies. I like reading fantasy reality books, I guess you could say, where like for one book we have Janine Frost, and it's called One Grave at a Time. And in this book, it's like vampires and stuff, but it's still set in reality. It's not like a different world or a fantasy world. And I like books like that. My favorite genre of movies is horror. I love horror movies. Like I think the first horror movies I ever watched was the Chucky movies, like Child's Play, and I actually watched An American Werewolf in Paris. I don't really remember much of that movie, but it was an interesting movie, and I loved horror movies ever since. Another of my facts is I usually laugh at everything. I don't know why I find everything so funny, but it's also a bad thing when it comes to like when people tell me stories. Like one of my friends, she told me a story about how her dog died, but the way that she told me, I laughed for a second, and I felt so bad because she was just like, you know, my dog died, and I was like, oh man, what happened? And she was like, you know, it was tied to the leash, but it like tried to jump off some stairs or jump off somewhere, and she was like, but it strangled itself. Like she had like a happy like way when she said it strangled itself, and I found it so funny, but it wasn't what she said, it was how she said it that made it so funny. And I still feel bad for that. I love singing, and I love singing in chorus class, but when I sing by myself, it's like, no, I refuse to sing. And like when I go to do karaoke with my friends, and I'll sing, and they're like, oh my god, you have such a beautiful voice, and I'm like, no. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't have confidence by myself when I sing, but when I'm with other people and they're singing too, and it's like, oh, I can sing better now, I feel more confident and able, so I like that. Another fact is when I sing by myself, it sounds like a 4-year-old, like when I record it, so it's really high pitched and childlike, and I'm like, I can't sing. But then I guess it's different when I actually sing with other people. I don't know how that works. If it works that way, I'm not sure. I used to love K-pop so much. Like a couple of years in high school, I was like, oh my god, K-pop everything. But now I'm not as into it as much, but I will still keep on my K-pop memorabilia. I'll keep my M Black and TPM calendar. Yes, because I love M Black and TPM. I make random noises when I'm extremely bored. Like, oh my god, if I have nothing to do, I'll just be like just anything, just when I'm bored, and it's like, okay, now I need to find something for me to do. 22 is my favorite number. I was born 3 days before Christmas, hence why 22 is my favorite number. I have 3 younger brothers. Obviously, I'm the first and only girl. I refuse for my mom to have another child because I do not want it to be a girl, because I want to keep the only girl title. I actually love guys with long hair, but most of the guys I dated had short hair. I can speak some Korean and some Spanish. All the orders may be wrong, but I try my best actually. 안녕하세요. 저는 Shanti입니다. 저는 학교에 공부해요. Hola, me llamo Shanti y yo tengo 20 años. In school, I learned German, French, Korean, Spanish, and Chinese. I don't remember many of them, so I'll try my best. Guten Tag, ich bin Ashanti und ich mache die Hausaufgaben. That's all I remember. French, I just remember barely the alphabet. Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, C, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, E, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. I think that's the alphabet. Bonjour and bon chance is as far as my French goes. I'm not sure I'm not sure if I learned Cantonese or Mandarin. I think it was Mandarin though. My accents are not very good. All I remember from Chinese class is 我要鸡蛋汤. That's about it. My favorite store in the world is Bath and Body Works. I've tried almost everything there. So along with, trying everything in Bath and Body Works, I can't repeat senses. I don't like to repeat senses. I like to change it at least 3 to 4 times a year. So I'll have one perfume for like a long time, and then I'll switch to another one if I find something that smells better, and then I'll switch to another one. I try not to go back to the ones that I've already had, which makes me sad because sometimes I really, really like them, but even then it's like, I don't want to wear it again. Victoria's Secret makes me feel really awkward being there. I only shopped there one time, and I don't I feel so awkward going in the store. Like, I don't know, I just feel really awkward being there. One of my things, if I'm really excited about doing something or I want to do something and they're with someone or something happens but then it doesn't happen, or the person at first is like, oh, I want to go but we can't, it really pisses me off. I throw a hissy fit. Like one time I wanted to hang out with my friends and we were all like excited, everything was planned out, we were gonna do it and everything, but then like last minute they were like, something came up and I can't do it. And I understand because things happen, but I felt so pissed off. It was just like really badly. I don't know, I try not to do that a lot, but I don't know. But along with that, depending on how upset I am, it usually goes away within like less than an hour. Like, if I'm upset with someone, I'll be mad at them for like 5 minutes, but then later we're like maybe 5 minutes, and then later I'm like laughing and joking, talking about them, and I don't even remember why I'm mad anymore. So usually if I'm mad, it's not gonna last very long at all. It'll go away like immediately, basically. I do get very attached to people, and when I see people that I know, I'm always super excited to see them. Like, how puppies or dogs, like when you come home, they're always jumping on you and they're like, oh my god, you're back. I'm like that when I see people. I'm always so excited. Like when I see them, I'll start smiling. I might run up and hug them, or I might, like, if I see them and they don't see me, I'll probably go like attack them from behind. Like, I get so excited when I see people, and yeah. I've always wanted a hamster and an acoustic guitar, but I still never got the hamster. And I got an electric guitar, but I don't play it anymore, so I should probably eventually get one. I've always wanted to start a band or be a musician. Start a band or be in a band and be a musician. In elementary school, I would create like little groups. Me and my best friend, we were gonna be this group, kind of like Destiny's Child back then, and I would write song lyrics and try to make beats and things like that. So I've always wanted to do that, but I never wanted to do it by myself. I've always wanted someone else to do it with me. So yeah. Apart from being like a musician, I've always wanted to be a vet or a ballerina. Mostly a vet because I love dogs and I love helping people and I love taking care of animals. Yeah, so I've always wanted to do that. I wanted to be a ballerina because I used to watch this show called Angelina Ballerina, and it was about mice who are ballerinas, and yeah, I was influenced by that. And at the end of the show, they would show us how to do a move, and yeah, so that was my influence for being a ballerina. One of my facts is I can read upside down. And that came mostly from when we had to share textbooks or share books or things like that in school, and I would just focus on reading it upside down to help out with everyone who couldn't read upside down, or they just needed to read a certain way. So I practiced learning how to read upside down that way. I have a terrible memory. I remember like nothing. I wake up in the morning and then like later I cannot remember anything that I did the day before. It takes me forever. I definitely cannot remember what I wore, so I'll probably end up wearing like the same outfit during the week because I cannot remember, and writing it down I just don't do. I actually don't like too much PDA. I feel really awkward So like holding hands is fine, or like hugging the person is fine, but actually like kissing and stuff, I feel really awkward. Especially if there's like a lot of people around, I get really like, oh god. But yeah, but if it's like not as many people, like if there's like 3 or 4 people around, I'm okay. But if it's like in the middle of a crowd, I feel so awkward and like, oh god. I hate getting dressed up for things. Like in high school when I was going to homecoming and prom, I hated getting dressed up for that. And like once it was all said and done, like my hair and nails, makeup and all that was done, I was like, oh my god, they're so pretty, and I had a lot of fun. And I was like, yeah, I pretty much bitch and moan for the whole process, but then once it's done, I'm like, oh, I love it. So I don't know, it's so weird. My name is Ashanti, and I used to hate it because people would tell me that I copied the singer. They would say that, like, you know, I stole my name from her. I copied her name, and they asked me if I could sing, or they would say like I can't sing as good as her or something like that, and it would really piss me off because I'm like, no, I didn't get my name from her. My parents actually chose it out of an African heritage book, and that was how my name became. But now that, you know, no one really does that. Occasionally I'll get like, you know, do you sing or whatever, but now it's like I'm okay with my name. I actually like it, so it's not as bad as it used to be. Along with my name, I was told that it has meanings in other languages. I cannot remember any of the languages, but I was told from people when I go to work and the customers like notice my name. One told me that it means hello in one language. I believe it was hello or goodbye or thank you. I think it was thank you. But I'm not sure. I was told in another language it means peace, and I was told in another language, these are all languages, so in another language that it also means chaos. So I have no idea, but I just thought it was interesting, so let me know if that's true or not. Just, I don't know. My blood type is AB, and like Joyoung from SHINee and Hicho from Super Junior. It's weird because that blood type is supposed to be known for having a princely attitude, or being two-faced, depending on where you read based on the blood types. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And I know that AB kind of usually has a bad reputation, but I don't think so. My favorite actor and actress is Johnny Depp and Jessica Alba. I love learning about other cultures, and when I do, I try my best to be respectful as I can of those cultures. Another thing is I love eggnog. I don't know why, but I love eggnog. It's like the best ever. I remember one Christmas, or it was my birthday, one of the two, and I was like, all I want is eggnog, and I got it, and it was like the happiest ever. It was just so great. I've had eggnog ice cream. It's really good, and hopefully one day I can learn to make it, but eggnog is really delicious. Like, I love it so much. When it's time for me to do chores and stuff, I almost always have to use the bathroom before washing dishes. I don't know why. I can get to the sink and like turn the water on, get my water prepared, but I always have to use the bathroom before I actually wash a dish. Like, I don't know why. It's so weird. I like buying notebooks and journals. I have a bunch of them, but most of them are empty because I don't know what to put in them. So hopefully one day I'll figure it out. I always have plans for them, but then when I put it down there, I'm like, I'm tainting the book, or it's like I'm just messing it up. And I mostly buy notebooks and books that have like pretty covers, or they're like bound in some way, and I never want to mess it up. I always want to have like perfect handwriting in them, but my handwriting sucks, so can't really do that. And the last fact is kind of random. I actually hate going to the bathroom. I think it's a waste of time. That's 50 facts about me. I hope that you liked it. I don't know. So hopefully you like this video. Maybe look for more videos or check out other videos on my channel. And I will see you guys later. So, bye.